What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally X gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna have a look at Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And as you noticed, we're skipping the Steam Deck, and that's just because the Steam Deck can't use Game Pass, and I didn't really want to spend 50 bucks on a game just for the Steam Deck to see it play terribly. Figured this game's Unreal Engine 5, it's probably gonna struggle to get 30 to 40 FPS, even with everything on low, or with FSR and all that shit. Obviously, if somebody really wants me to, it's only a $50 game, and I probably will like it, so I probably will end up buying it anyway. So if anybody wants me to see that, or do that, just let me know, and definitely can go and do that. But for now, we're just gonna skip the Steam Deck and start on the Ally. And heck, this will be a good test. If this thing can do it like no problem, get like 80 to 100 FPS, the Steam Deck can probably at least get like 50, 60 FPS. But if this thing struggles to even get 30, then we're gonna probably be like, okay, the Steam Deck definitely ain't playing this game, and I'm glad I didn't waste the 50 bucks. So I guess let's first just get done with this thing, and then we'll see. And then we'll have a good idea how to run on Steam Deck too, kinda. Anyway, enough blabbery. It is time for the game.
All right, so here's the settings we're gonna try first. Just go with our normal 1080p high. It's probably gonna go absolutely terribly. That's probably way too much for a system like this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Though we can also kind of guesstimate what it would do with FSR too, and I don't think it would do very good even if we put everything on low and 1080p. I don't think it would be able to hit. You know what? Instead of using TSR, I should have just used, whatchamacallit, just turned it off. There we go. Glad I noticed that. And I just have motion blur and depth of field off because I just don't like those two things, even if I am getting under 30 FPS where it would actually kind of be useful. But anyway, to the game. All right, pretty much the very beginning, movie and everything. But yeah, that's not looking so hot. I mean, if it does this for the movie, although the movies might be more graphically intensive than the actual game, it could be one of those situations, so let's just wait and see here. I did a bunch of these the other day and then just did not have the energy to do the voiceovers the same day. So I'm hoping I remembered to actually get to some actual gameplay and then just go, hey, let's watch some movies for 2 minutes. But usually I'll do like a minute or two of video and then I'll move over to actual gameplay, because lots of people like to see how the videos run too. But not so hot. They can't even hit 24 FPS, which is what movies generally run at. But like I said at the beginning, I did not think this was going to work too well. I just do that just to see. And besides, if I don't try it, how will I know? I can assume, but I won't know. Oops, almost dropped my freaking other keyboard on the floor. Just getting it out of the way and almost made it go away.
We have the woman. I expected more, you Hayabusa.
Oh, what the hell? He got away with the woman. Well, we can't stand for that. Oh man, you're right into the action, aren't you? Alright, shit, I don't even know what the frick to do. Alright, we got block, quick attack, and strong attack. Alright, I think I can handle that. Maybe. Except for blocking. I always had trouble with blocking because they keep getting right behind you. And it makes sense, blocking don't work when they're behind you. But I started getting the hang of it. I've been playing this like a bunch. After I got done making the screen recorded portions anyway, I decided to play a little. But yeah, definitely not very fun. Yeah, that right there is pretty much what it feels like to play this game. Having somebody stab you and explode. At these FPSs anyway. But let's move on, shall we? Alright, let's try something a tiny bit more reasonable. Now, native anyway, this one still probably doesn't get over 30. And I think most people want to play a game like this 60 plus, but I believe if you turned on some FSR balanced with these settings, you'd probably be able to get 30 to 50 FPS. But you'd still probably drop under 30 in certain situations, especially in cutscenes. Those cutscenes seem to be way harder to run than the actual game, at least from what I've seen. But anyway, let's get to the game, shall we? Alright, here we are in the game. Oh, we're actually getting more FPS than I thought. So you could probably get 40 FPS with some FSR. I still think it'd probably be some situations we'd drop under 30, but it surprised me. Heck, some people might even be able to play like this. Not me, though. Heck, I can barely play as it is, let alone at these FPS. Nope, nope, you're not exploding me this time. You're going to die. Alright, so you could always hold RB, so instead of having, like, yellow paint, they're just like, alright, that's where you go. Go that general direction. I'd rather have that than just have yellow paint everywhere. I mean, I'm not the smartest when it comes to video games, but I don't need it telling me, alright, this is your set path. You stay on these yellow paths. That's just lame. I mean, hell, if I can play Elden Ring and figure out where to go in that, I can figure out where to go in any game. Those games are just like, hey, this is where you go. Now it's up to you to figure out where to go. We're not going to do nothing. You're not going to get a trail. You're not going to get a waypoint. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. Alright, oh shit, time for more battles. Hell yeah. Oh man. I'm just gonna save again, so all those people are dead now, and then I can hopefully come back to this spot when we go to the next area if I get kicked out or whatever. All right, now for 720p. And then after this, we'll turn on a little FSR. But all right, let's get ourselves into that game. All right, here we go. And at least now we can get closer to 60 FPS. There's still some drops here and there into the 50s, but more than playable now. Obviously, it doesn't look very pretty all blown up like this, but on the actual screen itself, it doesn't look that bad at all, really. Even FSR doesn't look that bad on the screen itself. FSR looks really bad. Like, once we get to that, you'll see it looks terrible, all blown up. Like, the dude starts getting, like, a weird halo effect of artifacts around his body. It's no fun. However, if you want a little bit more FPS, or not more FPS, but if you want to stay at like 60, you pretty much have to do that. And I think even that has some drops here and there, especially in the cutscenes. But at the same time, I'm still impressed this thing can play this game at all. I figured it was going to be a total shit show. Like, even on low, I figured it was only going to be like a 40 FPS. But then at 900p medium, we were already getting like 30 to 35. If I start that, that'd probably be a 40 FPS experience. Me, I like 60 plus, especially in games like this, but that's just me. I'm not everybody, and that's why I figured I should test. Oh shit, I guess I can't make that. Oh, well there we go. Now I should be able to. And they tell you exactly what to do, exactly how to do it. So, I can still tell I'm probably going to have some things where I try to move too fast and think I have it, and then be pressing the wrong buttons. But once I get to play the game for real, I think we'll be fine. But I loved this game. This game was a lot of fun. Oh, thank God. I should have, like, jumped first, I guess. Obliteration? That sounds fun. Well, I apparently got Cast No Shadow. Ooh, more chests. Oh, shit, I'm getting attacked, though. I should have killed them first. Alright, LB plus LS. Alright, well, hopefully I can remember that just for now. Truth be told, I'll probably forget later on. Man, I am just freaking getting a bunch of achievements, aren't we? Like I said, I don't even go for them. I just get them like that while I play. I'm usually not too much of an achievement hunter. But it's still fun to get them. Ooh, nice. I definitely need that. I get hit a lot in these games. So I definitely need lots of life. Anyway, though, why don't we go ahead and move on to a little of that FSR I was talking about. Well, now here we go. We got 720p with FSR. I decided to try balanced. There wasn't a huge difference between balanced and quality in terms of FPS, but I figured screw it. There was like 2 or 3 4, so I figured might as well. Especially when we're trying to stay at 60. But anyway, let's get ourselves back to the game and let's go see how it looks and how it runs. Alright, here we go. Now we got FSR on. And there, you see, I was going to say, it doesn't look so bad when you're just running around normally, but the second the action starts and you see that blood splattering and all the effects, and if you look around his body too, you can see all the weird artifacts that it makes. And that's the problem with most upscalers. Most upscalers are okay while you're sitting still, but the second you move, you start getting a bunch of the issues. That's why I was a little impressed with PSSR. It actually seems to be the opposite. It won't look as impressive as them sitting still, but when you move, it does quite a bit better job than some of these. DLSS still usually wins in the end, but there's still a couple games where PSSR can look a little better. Although, now that we got DLSS 4 coming out, I don't know if that's going to be the case anymore. That seemed to fix like almost all the issues I had. The frame gen's still going to be like full of input latency and stuff. I'm not that interested in that with the 5090. I just want the performance and the upscaling tech. Although you get a bunch of that with the 4090 too, but you don't get that extra 30% performance boost. I kind of figure this is kind of like the situation when you went from the 1080 Ti to 2080 Ti. I mean, I did that. It was still a stupid upgrade, but I still mostly want the performance. I didn't really care that much about the ray tracing or the DLSS. I'm a performance hunter. Plus, I like upgrading my tech, even if I don't need to. But I always tell people, hey, don't be doing that. It's not really, there's no point. You're just throwing your money away. Unless you're like me and you just basically shit money and it doesn't matter to you. I mean, anytime I make a computer upgrade, I'm not bragging or anything, it's just the computer upgrade is already paid for after a day or two. So, it's not a big deal to me. But there was a time when I did not have very much money and I would like put all that shit on credit cards and run myself ragged just to have like the best of the best. And that's just because I wanted it. It wasn't to brag or anything. I've never been much of a bragger. I did a little bit when I was a kid, and then I got owned in the face by somebody with way more money than me, and then that made me feel really bad. And I was like, you know what? This is stupid. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to be happy with what I got. And even now, there's bunches of people that have infinitely more money than me. Like I always say, like a billionaire would look at me like I'm some bum on the side of the road injecting fentanyl into his veins, even though I'm worth 6 figures. If you include my Bitcoin 7. I just usually include those because some people don't even think they're real money. So it's like you start talking Bitcoin, they're like, what the hell is that? Is that some kind of monopoly money? And it's like, no. No, it's certainly not. Alright, let's run. Ah, shit. That's my problem with these games. It takes me like a while just to even do those. Like I'll have to like try 3 or 4 times just to get across one of those because it'd be like, alright, well, we have to get more speed and jump. Alright, let's do this again. We can do this. Or not. We can jump and fail. Is 3rd time the charm? But hey, if you can't laugh at yourself and your own mistakes, like some people would sit there watching themselves being like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a little embarrassing when you mess up when you're going to put stuff up for everyone else to see, but I mean, if I was going to get that butthurt about sucking at games here and there, I wouldn't post videos, because I'd be too butthurt and get too scared, but most people don't even make fun of me. Every once in a while you'll get somebody saying, oh my god, you suck, why do you even bother? But it's like, I'd rather pay more attention to the people that are being nice. And being like, oh, thanks for making the video, I was wondering how this ran, that kind of shit. Or the people that are just nicely asking for games to be tested. Aha. Fire! Although I can only do that one more time, I think. All my shit's like blocked by stats, so half the time I have no idea how much life I have and how much mana I have. I can kind of see the life bar if I really look. It's not that covered. It's kind of like right in between the top GPU shit. Alright though, not too bad at all. I mean, other than the not the greatest looking graphics and a little stutter like that every once in a while, it's not that bad of an experience at all. But now that we've reached a save point, let's go ahead and move on to camera.
Alright, let's get some camera recorded gameplay now. Oh, it looks like you can't do that. Can you go like that? Alright. See, here's what I don't understand. Like, no matter what, even when I block, like, they just instantly get behind me, and then it doesn't even matter. Yeah, eat some fire, bitch. Well, it definitely feels a lot better now that we're actually on a handheld mode. Oh, damn you. There you go. But still can't hit constant 60 all the time. It definitely drops. We're dropping to 58 like constantly. And this is with FSR and all that stuff on, so it's got all the help it gets at 720p, all those settings. That's why I didn't bother trying this FSR stuff on anything else. Yeah, they just fuck me up. They dodge me, juke me, do all sorts of shit. And this is just on normal. I did not put it on easy or anything like that. Well, I've tried to block the enemy attacks, but every time I do, they just, like, go behind me. Just like a smart person would do. Like, oh, you're blocking? Well, I'll just go behind you and hit you anyway. And then I throw ninja stars at you. There's probably some other move I'm supposed to be using a bunch, too. They said there was some, like, some kind of, like, dodging attack. Yeah, there we go. Supposed to be able to, like, dodge. So, yeah, just gotta get the hang of it, that's all. I always suck at games like this for a while. And usually after practicing a little bit and not sitting here making videos for you guys, having the settings screen cover up half of what I'm supposed to do, then I'll do a lot better. Wait, am I supposed to do anything else over here? No, I think that was just there for me to go get the chest. Okay. Oh, that's where I came from. That's where I came from. That's not where I go. Oh, cool. I can also throw those. Badass.
Left stick plus Y while jumping forward. Oh, that looks cool. You just like teleport and take their head off. This looks like a good spot for a fight. Yeah, we're definitely gonna die here. But I haven't died yet, so that's actually good. I figured I was gonna actually die like every 5 seconds in this game. Yeah, we're toast. Yeah, this game is hard, man. You got this guy just shooting freaking missiles at you. I can do that too. Wow, I actually didn't lose there. I thought for sure I was gonna. Oh, cool, a staff. Alright, cool, and you change your weapons from there. Oh, that's fun. But that also looks like a great spot to stop for now. So why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up?
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and the game does not run very good on this unless you're willing to set everything on low and use FSR balance. But once you do that, on the screen itself, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't win any graphics awards by any means, but it doesn't look that bad. Blown up on the capture computer at 4K and all that shit, yeah, it looks horrible, especially with all that shimmering you get around your body with FSR. But it's harder to notice that on this little ass screen. If you really look for it, you can still notice it, don't get me wrong, but I don't have time to do that when I have a bunch of ninjas trying to like stab me in the back and set me on fire. I'm just trying to survive, man. I don't got time to pay attention to all that. So I feel like most people also wouldn't really care that much. It's not a linear walking around kind of game where you can kind of, you know, take a minute to stop and smell the roses as one were. In any case though, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.